What's up everybody, Rodrick here with the Cobra RAD 350 radar and laser detector. This is more of a budget radar detector, although not the cheapest one you can get, coming in at $100, so I'm pretty excited to see how well this thing works. Even though it is a budget model, it does detect all forms of radar, including X, K, and KA, LiDAR laser signals, and VG2 radar detectors. And even though it's detecting radar detectors, it doesn't emit anything that can be detected by those detectors. It can detect laser signals with full 360-degree coverage, as well as instant on radar guns. It features IVT filtering to filter out blind spot monitors, radar guided cruise control, and other in-vehicle technology to reduce false alarms. To be perfectly honest, this is my first ever radar detector and I don't really know what I'm doing, but we all gotta start somewhere, right? We have a user guide, which I definitely recommend taking a look at so you know how this thing operates, a 6-foot 12-volt power adapter, a suction cup mount for your windshield, some Velcro mounts for your dashboard, and the radar detector. Over on the left side we have the power switch as well as the volume controls. On the right side we have the 12-volt DC power port. On the back we have the laser eye for laser detection, as well as the mounting bracket for the windshield. Over on the front we have the color display with different radar signals, laser and signal strength. Then on the top we have the speaker grill, the dim switch to adjust the brightness of the display, the mute button to mute alerts, and the sensitivity button to toggle between city and highway driving. The 3 buttons on the top can also be used in different configurations to disable and enable different radar signals. And this is the bottom. Now that we took a look at everything, let's go head outside and try to find some cops. Hey, A-band right now, that's a cop. Where is he at? Oh, there we go, we got KA band signal 1. Where's he at? I don't know, but I found him somewhere. Okay, now we got X-band. Well, apparently they don't use X-band radars in Arizona, but we're in a rural area right now, so it's possible, I guess. But I don't see anybody, so I'm not too scared. We got KA radar alert at the Mexican-American border. You know what's going down. We just passed a speed sign. Awesome. We got pretty strong X signal. It's really hard to see the X, but I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. Number 4. It goes up to 5. I don't see anything. Is it an airplane? It's still going. Is it a false alarm? Somebody? We got KA pretty high. Where is he? Oh, there's a cop right there. Do you think he left his radar on? Hey, look, we found the door. And we are back. Just went out on a road trip between states and even countries, used this thing, and we did detect some radar signals. Overall, I do feel like this is a good option to get started if you don't want to spend too much money on a radar detector, but you do want some form of protection. Through my test, it did a good job at picking up cop signals and even a couple false alarms, including automatic doors at some stores when you're in a parking lot. I personally left it on highway mode because I'm paranoid and don't want it to accidentally filter out things while it's in city mode. Now, even though this is a budget model, I do have to mention some things that I noticed. One, I feel like the range isn't too good on this. There was one time I drove by a cop and I wasn't able to record this because I was the one driving, but the signal only maxed out at level 3 even when I was right next to him, so I'm not sure why it didn't go all the way up to 5 if he was right there, literally within a couple feet. On the website it doesn't mention how far this thing actually goes, so I did have to just, wing it. And one of the things I used to gauge the range was to use one of those speed signs where it tells you how fast you're going and to slow down. I had to get pretty close to that thing to get it to go off, which is kind of unsettling since it's right there. I can see it in my line of vision, but it didn't go off until I got closer. And even when I passed a couple cops, it didn't go off until I was able to see the cop. I would definitely prefer a radar detector that can let me know before I see the cop, because if I can see them, they can see me, they can detect me, and then it's too late. I didn't pick up any laser signal, so I can't comment on that. The speaker is decently loud, although I feel like it could be a little bit louder even at max volume, because if you have your music up loud, you might not hear it and it might blend in with the music. That is possible, although I was able to hear it every time it did go off, because when it goes off, it makes you jump. You're like, whoa, what is that? Another thing that should be improved is the display. During daylight, even at the max brightness, it is kind of hard to see with the direct sunlight, but then again, each different signal has a different tone, so if you just remember what those tones are, you don't really have to look over at it. All in all though, I do feel like this is a decent detector if you want to get started and don't want to break the bank. Just be wary, it's not going to go super far like some of those more expensive models, so you want to keep your eyes peeled still. If you want to pick up one of these, I'll throw the link down below in the description. Make sure you guys comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what your choice of radar detector is. Let me know which one you think I should get, because I don't really think I'm going to be keeping this one for myself because it doesn't go far enough and I want to have that extra protection. Thumbs up, red subscribe button, social media, and I'll see you in the next one.